okay, but I learned though. I made a few mistakes, but hey, I came out good in the end.
All right.
To blow. One half the watch is sick on deck, the other half below. Slowly wind till the morning, slowly winds high-o. All the way around here and slowly winds high-o.
It was really neat looking at a lot of the old sailboat pictures. You know, it really looked like it was really fun, but when you hear the stories, the horror stories of fishing these things, they were really tough. And like they said, they were wooden boats, but they were iron men, is what I heard growing up.
Long time ago, we used to have fun down there. Bristol Bay and Bumblebee and Coffee Creek Cannery, that's where we fish, right outside of Leave Rock. And next one's Peterson Point. And the other cannery right down by Cut Bank, that's, I forget how you call that cannery, and you used to remember we used to fish for that cannery a long time ago.
This is what regulates the size of the boat so we can haul. We tell them 15, but there's nobody that's got a worse than a tape measure than a fisher.
Yeah, they used to tell me stories about fishing. Old people used to tell me stories. That's the way they used to fish a long time ago. And after this one, I remember that when I was listening to the old people. They tell us the stories how they fish down the bay, just like sailboats.
Come on. The point. We're heading for the point. We'll get a wind straight back. We'll get a wind straight back.
There's another one.
Get Alma, a captain.
Yay, she's the captain now. All right. You're steering.
Well, Christy, let's check on the water.
No. It'll be best if you sit down. I'm not talking phone.
What now? She looks the part over there.
I know, totally.
I like to smile.
Yeah, that's all you need. A pipe. That's what I was saying.
And so Dad would move boats across, and I know he called some of the double enders, because I think I got a picture of one of them. And we called them double enders, because that's what they were in those days.
That's what we called them too.
They had an engine installed, 4-cylinder grays or whatever they were. And he hauled a few of them, and then I hauled a few, and then all of a sudden I got a big bunch at one time. I think there was 18 of them, I think. And I think the guy's name, his last name was Mitchell, I think.
Yeah, he's a name that I got it written down somewhere. In
They were all destined for Homer? Is that where they were?
Well, that's where the barges took them to, yeah. I don't know what become of them afterwards.
Are we falling off?
No.
Okay.
We don't need any pebble mine. We have our mine. Our gold is in the salmon. Our gold is in the salmon for a subsistence fishery, for a commercial fishery, for our sport fisheries. There's no other place like Bristol Bay. I'm going to fight for the rest of my life to keep Bristol Bay as it is. Pristine waters. If I want a cup of water, I could reach over to the side of the sailboat right now, and it's the cleanest water in the world.
Shaman Mountain. So that's where a shaman was buried. So when you, as a courtesy, when you pass by it, so you're in Iliamna, when you sail past, and you can go through these chutes here,
Okay.
you need to throw something to Shaman Mountain.
Cool. Okay.
In respect of the shaman that was buried there.
So we will do that
Yep,
for
so
sure.
that's Shaman Mountain.
Boats in the village. They used to have either 9-horse or 10-horse. Dad used to come back and we'd be all done with fish, so they put all the fish away, and then we had a Lake Clark. Well, we thought we were cruising with a 10-horse Mercury on a big, long wooden boat like this.
My dad, Carl Jensen, was telling me that being caught in the wind over there, he was in a group of boats up from the lake. There was Feeney Andrew, Nick G, and a couple of others. There were lots of fish, sunk nets, instant southwest wind. The men were screaming for help going under. Men were being swept by. Dad said he couldn't do a damn thing. His net had wrapped his boat and ripped off the rudder. He and his partner cut the net to pieces to get untangled from the boat. Once clear, they had no control and were being swept along in a trough of big waves. Feeney came zipping by and Dad hollered for help. But Feeney hollered back and pointed to his own rudder that was broken and he couldn't help him out.
Wow.
Dad got really pissed. It's not my time to die yet. He told his partner to start throwing the fish overboard, but keep enough on board for ballast. They tied the tent over the forward part of the boat to keep at least some of the water out. Christ almighty, it was rough and the waves were big, he said. He took an oar and rigged a makeshift rudder. Harder than hell to hold on to it, but it was better than dying out there like those guys. He headed toward Naknek River. He said most of the time the waves were so tall you couldn't see land anywhere. The waves cut him out. His partner pumped water like a madman. Dad said he did not dare let go of the oar or they would flounder in the rough waves. They made it into the river. His hands were gripping the oar so hard he had a tough time unpeeling them from it. That was a hell of a storm, he said. A lot of men died, and most of them are buried at Peterson Point.
John W. Nicholson, he put 60 years in a sailboat just like this. I'm real honored today to be out here sailing on Iliamna Lake, the waters of Bristol Bay, knowing my family's history, my family's involvement, and I never dreamt in my wildest dreams that I'd be having my hand on a sailboat rudder sailing in the waters of Bristol Bay. I want to thank the crew here for bringing the boat back home to Bristol Bay. The people of Bristol Bay, I'm sure, as you notice going to the village along the lake, are very proud of our culture and our heritage.